Hi YouTube, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Jessica. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. My closet name is at ShopTheSaleSis, and that's also how you can find me on eBay. I will leave all of that information down below. Consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing for more reselling content. Okay, so for today's video, I just want to give you a brief sort of overview of what the bins are, or the Goodwill outlet. I did a video a couple days ago and I got a few questions on what the bins were. So I hope this video is helpful. If you've never been to the Goodwill outlet, it's this big warehouse full of blue bins basically. And in these bins are anything you could possibly think of: clothing, shoes, books, accessories, purses, anything. That's how most of the Goodwill outlets are. Mine is a little bit more organized, thankfully. They have a big wall full of shoes, and then they have their book section, they have their purses, and then in the big blue bins is just mainly clothing. The Goodwill outlet will usually charge by the pound. My store charges $1.59 per pound, so it's very, very cheap. You could get a lot of items for very, very little money. So if you're doing this like a business like I am, it could be very profitable if you find good items, and you take a good amount of pounds home. So there's a few things that you should know before you go to the bins. The first thing is you want to dress very comfortably. This is not your regular shopping experience, so you don't need to take your cup of Starbucks and your purse and your heels. If you're in there to work like I am, you want to dress very comfortably. A pair of sneakers, some jeans, a t-shirt, and you're good to go. I literally put my phone in my pocket, my debit card or my cash in my other pocket, and that's it. I don't take any purse, I don't take a bag, sunglasses, a coat, nothing. Because again, you have nowhere to place anything. So if you just place your purse in a bin while you search, somebody's probably gonna take your purse without even knowing that it's your purse. So just don't take anything that you need to place somewhere. The other thing that I think is super important for you to know is you have to be very mindful and respectful of people. The Goodwills usually have rules to them. So mine, you can't touch. I think all of them are like this, but you can't touch a bin. If they're coming out with the new bins, you can't touch them until they're all placed in the row. So usually every 15 minutes they will switch up a row of bins. They will take back to their back warehouse, I guess, the bins that have been there for a while, and then bring out new bins full of new items. And then when they do this, you can't dig in to these bins until they give you a signal. So you will see that the Goodwill workers will start sort of aligning these bins. When they're doing this process, nobody's allowed to touch anything. You will see everybody sort of hovering around the bins. This means that they're getting ready to dig in, but I guess just placing themselves somewhere strategically, if that makes any sense. When the Goodwill workers remove the big yellow cones on top of the bins, they give a signal, something like go, or you're good to go, or they'll just clap or snap their fingers. That means that you can dig in to those bins and search for the items. So that's the other thing that you should know. You don't want to be fighting people for any items. Like honestly, when I go to the bins, I understand, because you can tell people that are in there to work and they're just looking for items to resell. And they're usually very respectful, they're nice, you start sort of getting to know each other. But there are some ladies, oh my God, they will fight you for a t-shirt. Like they will cut you for a pair of jeans. If you just happen to grab that t-shirt and then they have like a corner of the t-shirt, because you can't see what you're grabbing, right? I mean, you can, but I just mean there's so many things that you just grab a corner of something, they have the other corner, and then now you're like fighting each other for it. They will literally like grab onto it like their life depends on it. I'm not even joking. So honestly, I don't have time for that. If I see a lady just like pulling on something that I have, honey, go ahead, take it, God bless you. Like, I hope that item does you well. Because it's ridiculous, honestly, if somebody's just fighting somebody for an item. And I've seen like older ladies are literally going at it, like, no, I grabbed this first, blah blah blah, and just Anyway, don't do that. It's not nice, and it just doesn't look nice to do that, especially if people know you're a reseller. Like, let's all be nice to each other. The other thing that it's super important to know is this place is very dusty. So when you go in there, a good 15 to 20 minutes in, you're gonna be sneezing up a storm or coughing. There's a lot of dust. These items have probably been there for a while. Some have not been washed, so it's very dusty. You don't want to take your kids. I wouldn't take my baby in there because, like I said, it's so dusty that sometimes my nose gets super itchy. I wouldn't want to expose her to that. I do see that some people take their kids. I'm sure not everybody has the option not to take them, so I guess I understand, obviously. But if you are going to take them, put a face mask over them, or even yourself if you're prone to allergies, because it could be very annoying in there to just, your nose is itching all the time. So that's basically my overview of the Goodwill outlet or the Goodwill bins. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any other questions, just leave them down below or DM me on Instagram. I'll leave all of my information for you. I also have a motherhood and lifestyle channel if you're interested in that. And thank you again for being here. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more reselling content. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.